Good morning, welcome to Vlogmas 2024, day one. I've got my gonks on the go, I've got my advent calendars. If you watched yesterday's introduction to Vlogmas that I made with Tammy, you'll know that I've got 5 advent calendars to open this year. One is my traditional Galaxy chocolate advent calendar, that's not going to be any big surprises in that one. One is the Advent of Change charity calendar. I've got a dog jigsaw advent calendar. I've got a gnome advent calendar. And then I've got one that Tammy has put together for me to compensate for a terrible one that I bought on Temu. So let me just adjust this camera. You have been adjusted. And we will start with the Galaxy chocolate because, like I said, there's not going to be any surprises in there, is there? The surprise would be if it's dairy milk, eh? There we go. There's my first window open. Door number 1. Little Christmas tree. Are you opening your advent calendar with me? Shall we take a moment and enjoy our chocolate together? I think I prefer Galaxy to dairy milk these days. I'm not sure what they've done to dairy milk, but it's not the same as it used to be. Okay, let's have a look in the Advent for Change charity calendar. In case you've not been with me for Vlogmases in the past, I buy one of these every year, and for every window you open, a donation is made to a different charity. So underneath door number 1 is a charity called Food Cycle. And the little message says, today you have given healthy and tasty after school meals to children who might otherwise have gone hungry. Now, the one thing I always do, as well as linking the Advent of Change calendar below, is I always find the relevant charity and I link that below as well. So that if you want to, you guys can go and read more about the charity that has been helped today. And maybe if it's something that's close to your own heart, you'll make a little donation, who knows? So today you've given healthy and tasty after school meals to children who might otherwise have gone hungry. That's Food Cycle. So they have been helped with a donation from the Advent of Change calendar this year, and that's our first charity up and running. I will open the jigsaw one at the end because I will put in some time-lapse footage. What I want to do is to do each box as an individual jigsaw and they build up into a large picture together, and I want to do each one against a timer to see how quickly I can do it, and that'd be very boring for you to watch, so I'll time lapse that and I'll just show you how long it took me. So let me have a look in the gnome one. I'm quite excited about this one. Quite excited about the gnomes because I am gonk crazy, as you know. I've got gonks on my t-shirt, but I don't think you can see. Hang on. Christmas gonks on my t-shirt. I've got my little light up gonks up here. There's gonks all down this side. I haven't got most of the Christmas stuff out yet, but when I do, this house will be gonktastic. So when I saw there was a gnome advent calendar, I was like, that's got to be a bit of me. But whether it'll be any good or not, I don't know, because it's from Temu, so it might not be very quality. There's no door number 1. Is that a gonk? I don't know whether I'd call that a gonk or not. That's a tiny Santa. Do you think this is going to be reminiscent of that first year when I bought what was supposed to be a Nightmare Before Christmas advent calendar, and it turned out to have really weird little horror figures in it from all kinds of horror movies? It had like the bloke from The Shining in and stuff like that. It's very unexpected. What is unexpected about this is I think he's got his foot on back to front. I think Santa's got his foot on back to front, and that, to my mind, a disappointment. Although I have nothing personal against you, Santa. You're not a gonk and you should not be masquerading as one. I'm going to put you there and you can think about what you've done. Doesn't bode well for the rest of this calendar, does it, if they've let us down on day 1. This was the calendar that I bought that Tammy took over and helped me with. So it was supposed to be a book lover's calendar, and it was supposed to have bookmarks, ornaments, greeting cards and more in it. And when I opened it, I realised you had to put it together yourself, and I asked Tammy to do it so it wouldn't spoil the fun. And when she saw it, she was horrified by the utter shitness of it. So she has done me a box of goodies, very much like the box I've had in previous years from the lovely Sharon. But she said inside each of the doors there's a little note for me. So here's door number 1, or envelope number 1. The inside of this is lovely, but it was just the contents were appalling. So apparently this is one of the things that was in the calendar. So Tammy's just written on the back of that, have fun. But this is their idea of a book lover's stationery gift. It is a little piece of card. Wonderful. Okay, so I need to open package number 1 from the box of goodies that Tammy gave me. And when we put them back into the box yesterday, we made sure to put them back into some semblance of order so I won't have to rummage too deeply. So there's number 1. It's a Grinchmas activity pack. I love the Grinch. The Grinch is my spirit animal. Includes colouring book, activity book, write your own storybook, stickers and mini coloured pencils. Look at that. Let me get in there. Let me see what I've got. I mean, I know what I've got. I've just read it out. Hang on. Come on, open up. Come on, activity pack. Oh, God, that's a very fierce sticker. Right, okay. This feels like lovely stuff. I don't know where Tammy got these bits from, by the way. If you need to know where these things are from, ask in the comments, and if anybody does want to know, I'll make sure I ask Tammy and she'll let you know. This is actually really nice if you've got a young person who loves the Grinch, or an old person like me. I've got the Grinch activity book that's got 30 pages, and it's got spot the difference and which house is Cindy Lou going to, and a crossword puzzle. That crossword looks like something I could manage. There's only 6 clues. That looks like it's not quite beyond me. Find the 12 differences, connect the dots, colour by numbers. And then there's a colouring book. 32-page colouring book. That's really nice as well. That's lovely. I've dropped the pencils. I've dropped the pencils, they're on the floor, bear with. Pack of 5 colouring pencils. A sticker sheet. Now I might use those on my Christmas parcels this year. I've got Grinch wrapping paper this year for my Christmas presents. And what's this? This is a write your own storybook. Oh look, it's like those exercise books we used to have at school when you've got the square bit for drawing a picture and then a bit underneath. That'll be a challenge. I'll write my own storybook, I will. Maybe I'll write my own story and give it to Tammy for Christmas. I love that. That's fantastic. That's a brilliant first gift. And that definitely makes up for the small piece of card that arrived in my book lovers advent calendar. That's brilliant. Okay, so the last calendar then is the dog jigsaw advent calendar. That's a right combo of stuff, isn't it? So all the little boxes are in there. They're in numerical order, but for some reason they run bottom to top. There's my box number 1. This is the poster of how it will look when it's finished. And on the back of the poster, it shows you which picture is which day. So there's day number 1, and that's going to be, I think it's a St. Bernard. Is it a St. Bernard? St. Bernard in a Santa hat, I think. So that's going to be day number 1. So I'm going to get the jigsaw roll out now. I'm going to sit here and do this jigsaw. I'm going to try and do it in record time. I mean, today's the first day, so whatever time I do it is going to be a record, isn't it? Didn't think that through. I'm going to time myself, and then tomorrow I'll try and beat my time. That's my plan. You can stay and watch that bit if you're interested in how long it takes me to do a tiny jigsaw that should be easy for a child to do, or you can disappear off. And if you have joined me for this Vlogmas, thank you very much, and hopefully you've enjoyed it, and you'll come back tomorrow, and I'll see you then. 12 minutes 20 seconds. I hope I get better, otherwise it's going to be a very long month. Take care. Bye for now.